guess he found some comfort at the well, I guess that he regrets it several.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K. Sports, a happy Sunday evening to you and yours. I'm Kevin. Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. And, of course, OG Anunoby. Anyone? How they'll do without him. Find out.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
Now, here's Maxey. And here's Nash. And this matchup always, Clark, seems to produce some fireworks.
Well, again, when conference opponents are this familiar, Kevin, things tend to get ramped up, heated up, intensified, if you will.
Takes it inside. Pass to Jokic. Takes a shot at the elbow. And there it is for him. Jokic has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Knicks. Outside, Maxey, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. Pocket 2. A nice shot by Nash.
Absorbing contact well inside. Nash is a competitive guy and is able to find ways to score even against tough defense.
Now, here is George. It's Pippen on the wing. Over Hart. Bank shot. No good. Now the Knicks with it. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Count it.
And Nash is such a clever player, a sensational floater from such an unpredictable player.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Philadelphia with the ball. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Outside Pippen. Here's Embiid. Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
And Embiid has this shot in his bag. He's confident from that area.
And Nash, here we go. Hart outside. Off target from three-point range. Pippen outside. Shoots over James. Pippen with the bucket.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Now, here's Jokic. And he lays it straight in. Jokic has got his second basket of the night.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. He gets that one.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Here's Jokic. The kick out to LeBron. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on George.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
Now, here's Nash. Pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Pass to LeBron. Stolen by Pippen. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you guys.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Hey, if you don't box out Drummond, this happened. He's an exceptional offensive rebounder who can hurt you big time with the putbacks.
From deep, Jokic doesn't get it to drop for him. The 76ers trailed by 4. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Count the basket.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Back to Nash. And he drives in. And stolen by Drummond. To the paint. Back to Pippen. A fader. That one a little long. James on the drive.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Maxey with it. Hart covering. Outside for Pippen. Back to Drummond. Maxey in the corner. The three-pointer is right on target. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
Back to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
From deep, Jokic kept alive. Out to Payton. Pass to Robinson. Now Watford. He's defended by Reed. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Boy, what a smooth and skilled passer Jokic is. For a big guy, he's extremely dangerous at dropping dimes in the pick and roll.
Fires the three. Robinson pulls it in. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And there's the call on Trendon Watford. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the dunk by Robinson.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Watford inside. In the corner, it's Oubre. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Payton. Now, here's Jokic. No good on the shot. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. New York ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to Hardaway. Now Robinson. Back to Hardaway. A three ball. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers trailed by 3. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Nash with no one around. It's good from the top of the key. Nash has got 6 points.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
In the corner, George with it. To the inside. Here's Pippen. The 76ers need to get off a shot. They get it again. Embiid. Embiid owns the lane.
Boxing out Embiid has to be a focal point for them, or else he'll continue to eat them up on the offensive glass.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Here's Maxey. At the top of the key, Embiid. For the lead. That shot off. The Knicks with the lead. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And it's off from three-point range. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
Outside Pippen. Over Nash. And that one's good by Pippen. Pippen's got the lead up to 1 now for the 76ers. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, the Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Kevin, back over to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. The Knicks making a switch here. Payton in the corner. Pippen with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. From deep, George buries it from three-point range. George has got 7.
This is what Paul George does. He looks for any opening on the floor to create opportunities for his team.
Back to Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 8 points for him.
That jumper is cotton candy sweet. Jokic has terrific form. Gives every shot a good chance of going in.
Outside Pippen. It's Grimes on the wing. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And good that time.
Putting his head down and going to work. I love that intensity from Reeves.
Outside, George. Pass to Pippen. Outside, George. No good from outside. Knicks trailed by 3. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Clark, we've all heard the stats on Nikola Jokic, but it doesn't tell the entire story, does it?
No, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells you a series of stories. I mean, Jokic is like the encyclopedia of basketball, Kevin. I mean, I just love watching him play. I mean, this guy does it his own way at his own pace, and his skill level is off the charts. His shot making is remarkable. His unorthodox way of doing what he does is a treat for all spectators of the game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Lowry with the ball. Hasn't made one yet. Back to Watford. Pass to Bona. Jokic with the steal. Over Watford. New York, no good that time either.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They lead by 1. Pass to Grimes. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Back to Maxey. Here's George. James covering. Inside. Reeves can't hit. Now Maxey. Outside, George. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Jokic. Pippen with the steal. Grimes with it. Guarded now by Nash. Down low. Here's Drummond. Lays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
George with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now Embiid fires the three. Robinson there for the rebound. And here is James. Outside Jokic. There's a screen by Robinson. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Embiid. George! And he does not hit. James looking around. Deflects the pass. Now Jokic. Jokic makes it look easy inside.
And Jokic, a real natural leader. He's got great gifts, and he's always ready and willing to deliver when his teammates need a big bucket.
High post, Pippen. Lets loose a three. Not that time. It won't go. And so James will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Green by James to take the lead. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Now here's Pippen. Embiid. And stolen by Nash. LeBron with it. Maxey covering. And the layup is off.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Here's George. Another shot. And there's the foul. Go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's George. Robinson there for the rebound. Now the Knicks with it. Now Embiid. And stolen by Hart. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Guys, what are their best options now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
6 to shoot. Now Jokic breathes, fires. He's off from 3. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that about wraps it up.